UFC for giving me this, the opportunity to come out and do this. I got to be a part of the biggest show ever. I'm the first win to ever fight in the Reebok gear, so that's kind of cool,
Actually,
made some history.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to ask you about, is how did it feel to be on this card with so many eyeballs and, like you just said, so much more significance in other ways as well?
It felt amazing, I'm just so glad that UFC gave me an opportunity and gave me the call to do this. Definitely, there's not a better fight card to be on. So, to date, this is the best one ever. That's an accomplishment in itself to be on it. And to get my first win, my birthday's tomorrow, so came and got myself an early birthday present. I'm really excited about that. Woo! Super excited.
You mentioned the Reebok stuff, and you're the first guy to get a win in it. How did it feel, first of all, like as just like performance wear compared to the other stuff you do? And then, since you're one of the guys that they talk about as kind of new to the UFC, do you think that this was a good deal money-wise for you to be able to say, hey, here's this check I'll get, and I don't have to go chase down the sponsor?
It's a very good opportunity, and I'm very thankful for Reebok and stuff. I'm glad that they did what they did, and I think it's going to be a good thing for the sport. Hopefully I'll be getting some kinds of bonuses or something. I don't know, but I'm just very, very blessed, and just thankful to have, such a great company behind the sport. I think it's going to do big things, and, I think it's going to help push the UFC in the right direction. And, I'm just very thankful to be a part of it, really.
The sponsor money you're getting for this, how does that compare to your first fight in the UFC before the Reebok deal kicked in? Were you getting more now, less now, what?
Honestly, I was able to pull a little bit more, but maybe things will change. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm very blessed at home. I've got a lot of great people that sponsor me, and they still sponsor me and stuff, but the appeal of being able to be on TV isn't there anymore, so that kind of, is harder to work in some angles, but it's still workable. Just, it's in the process. Things are going to change, and I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's, it's in the works, and it's going to turn out to be a really good thing. So I'm not disappointed or anything. I'm glad I got to be the first guy to come out in Reebok. I want to thank all my other sponsors and stuff, too, again, just because they've always had my back and stuff. I can't forget about them. They're the reason I get to train on a daily basis and stuff. I don't have a job. I'm able to just come and train and fight, and that's that's the world. I mean, that's, it gives me so many opportunities to get better and stuff, so very blessed in those aspects.
When you're a slow starter in a fight, what is the thing that gets you going? Is it getting punched the first time, getting off the ground? Is it after round one? What generally gets you to go from first gear to second gear?
It's kind of like breaking that sweat is part of it, like sometimes I go out there and I'm a little bit cold. This warm-up, I should have been a little bit warmer. That's my own fault. I just kind of, I don't know. It's, I don't know. You got to get punched in the face a couple of times. Get a little mad. Like, hey, you just hit me. I'm coming back to hit him back. So, it's just part of it. Some guys are slow starters. Some guys aren't. Something that I need to work on. But, it's all good. It worked out. It's just, you got to get punched in the face a couple of times, and then you get a little bit, you get that fire in you.
And I know all athletes are in very good shape, but before the fight, you're doing pad drills, you're doing a little bit of light sparring session. Do you ever think, I'm burning too many calories back here before I go fight? No?
No, sir. Never. That's never an issue. If that was an issue, then I would be worried about the camp that I had before it. I could go 10 5-minute rounds at least. Just, you need to be in a position to, cardio isn't a question, you know what I mean? That's one of my stronger suits. So, that never really worries me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.